Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you for selecting this topic for the month, and it was a very quick realization that I did not know any song on Narasimha, so that actually forced us to look and learn something. And then also when I started looking into the history, it was pretty amazing. So I wanted to start with Prahlad Puri temple. So I'm not sure how many of you have heard or known, but there is a fort and a palace that are actually in ruins right now in the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan. If you listen to Sri Dushyant Sridhar's Narasimha Avatar, there's a lot of those in YouTube, many different versions. Sri Dushyant Sridhar is actually reciting slokas from the Veda, where he is referencing the birthplace of Prahlad to somewhere in Afghanistan. And today in present modern geography, it is actually in Pakistan. And there is a temple known as Prahlad Puri temple, which is where historically Prahlad, as you all know, was the son of Hiranyakashipu and Kayadu. Kayadu was a Ashura queen. So Prahlad was born to Hiranyakashipu, and as we all know, when little Prahlad prayed to the God and he said God is everywhere, the pillar burst, and Narasimha Avatar have supposed to have taken place originally in this area in Afghanistan, which is now present day Pakistan. And at the same time, it is believed that when Narasimha Avatar took place, wherever in the world there were sages, and sages who were doing penance, Narasimha Avatar was given was repeated as an illustration to those sages who were doing penance. So it is believed that in Andhra, in Ahobilam, it was a replay, it was not the original. So there were sages who were doing penance, and in Sri Ahobilam, which is now pretty famous now, a lot of people are trekking. That is where people believe original Narasimha Avatar happened, but actually according to our Vedas and Sri Dushyant, it happened in Afghanistan. But wherever, even in Chennai, in Sholinganallur, in wherever you see Narasimha Swami temple, the older one, apparently it was a replay. Again, I don't know the truth. We are consuming this information. So I thought I will share this interesting information. And as you all know, and one little thing I wanted to share, because I learned about Prahlad while preparing this. I recollected when I was very young, I lived in Mylapore for most of my youth. There used to be a theatre called Iga Theatre. Anybody from? So in those days, in Iga Theatre, if you go to afternoon show, it is very cheap, especially after the film has already run. If you go in the afternoon, it's not matinee. Is it matinee? So it's very cheap usually. So my grandmother, she took all of our cousins, like 6 or 8 of us. My grandmother, she's a very old style, person, very old grandmother. She used to wear the 9 yards and everything. So she took all of us, and those days tickets were 50 paise, 1 rupee, something like that. Adult was 1 rupee or something, very minimal. And I still remember, I was the tallest one, even though I was the youngest. So they charged me for adult. So she kept on scolding me. She told me to duck. She said duck. So that the entire movie she was telling me I wasted 50 cents because of you. So I still remember that. But if any of you have free time, Prahlad Charitram is there on YouTube. A.P. Nagarajan film, I think, excellent movie. You should definitely watch that. And one little small story about Narasimha Avatar. Typically we believe that the pillar burst open and the god came. Actually, it is supposed to be an 18-day battle between Hiranyakashipu and Lord Narasimha. And in the process, because of the fury, a lot of sages thought the world is going to come to an end. So they sent Shiva, they went and prayed to Shiva, and Shiva came as Veerabhadra. Veerabhadra Swami you will see in Madurai. When you go into the main deity on the right, if you see there's huge Veerabhadra. Veerabhadra is form of valor and strength. And Veerabhadra was sent away by Vishnu. Then after Narasimha Avatara happened, the rage was so powerful. Sarabeshwara, so Shiva was taken a form of Sarabeshwara, which is a lion body with a bird head, to fight with Narasimha, who was also lion headed. And it is our tradition that says Narasimha killed Sarabeshwara by taking a form called Ganda Perunda. Now Ganda Perunda is so popular because they are making those pendants. Queen's Jewels Emporium is making those Ganda Perunda. So it's the two-headed eagle with a lion body.
I think Ganda Perunda is also Mysore's emblem, right? Yeah. There you go. Signifies that. Yeah.
So Ganda Perunda again. Sarabeshwara temple is very famous in Tirubonam. So the main temple of Tirubonam, there is also Sarabeshwara. A lot of people go and pray when you have legal issues, debt issues, and things like that. So I thought I will share that. So quickly don't worry, I have a timer, so I won't take too long.
I have timer, you can check it.
My timer is smaller than yours. So next slide, please. So this one I wanted to share. How many of you have been to this temple, Singaperumal temple in Chennai? Nice. So this one is near Tambaram, on the way to go to Kanchipuram. So the very interesting story is when I grew up, my mom used to all the time argue with my father because he bought 2 plots of land for 1,000 rupees or something like that. This was in 1970. We don't know where that land is. We have the paperwork, but neither my brother or I have the time or the patience to go and search. I'm pretty sure somebody has built on it by now, we don't know. But she used to fight all the time. The Singaperumal Koil is nowhere. I mean, you cannot even go there. But now if you go to Singaperumal Koil, I think one piece of property is like something like 2 crores or something like that. All the industrial areas have moved in. All the bigwigs of the world have built IT parks and everything. But I wanted to share this temple because this one is, as you see, Narasimha Swami and Ahobilavali are in rock cut form. And if you do have time, please do go and visit, because the priests in that temple, they don't rush you. They make you stay as long as you want, and they repeat the story of the Sthalam for everybody. I thought that was unique. In this day and age, when everybody is so money oriented, I felt the priests were still rooting to the tradition. In this temple, the temple is considered as Perumal, just like Tirumala, how Tirumala is considered as the Perumal. So when you go around the Praharam, it's a small hill, it's not too big, it's probably 300 steps, it's not too steep, it's a flat hill, so you have to go around the hill for the Pradakshinam. And what else? And the Perumal has 3 eyes. So they lift the Namam and they show the 3rd eye, and they explain the significance of the 3rd eye, which I don't remember right now. But I remember the Perumal has 3 eyes, made by the Pallavas, very old temple. Unforgettable dosa, so I made sure the dosa had. Singaperumal Koil dosa is excellent. Dosa with pudi, malaga pudi. Actually, 100 gram malaga padi in Krishna Sweets is, 300 rupees or something like that. One dosa itself, they will give you like 100 grams of podi. So we used to buy that, and then by the time you go to Kamakshi Amman temple, you will be very happy, because on the way you will finish the dosa. This dosa is very more famous than Lord Narasimha. So, if I try to recreate it in the home, I will tell you, you cannot. That taste, you cannot. And I also want to add very quickly that the Madapalli culture is reducing, unfortunately. If you go to Palani, Tirupati, even Marandiswarar Koil, Kapalishwarar Koil, all the prasadams are outsourced. Somebody makes it, they bring it in the big dabba and they distribute. Very few temples, even if they are under HRNC, only locally controlled temples by the priest have the Madapalli culture. And Singaperumal Koil, they have a Madapalli, they make all the dosas traditionally by the people who are certified to be those people to make the prasad. They first offer it to God and then sell it. So I thought that was.
So dosa is this prasadam.
There are a lot of prasadam, big prasadam stall is there. Meena's favorite is. Actually, they are known for that. And if you want a recipe, Samaja Varagamana is the name of the YouTube channel. You can find the recipe. So please do visit.
Sorry to interrupt. Since you mentioned Madapalli is going away these days. In US, we have the party of the Sobra.
இந்த சுவாமியோட பேர் வந்து இங்க எழுதி இந்த நெப்பா பாடலாத்ரி நரசிம்மர் supposed to be red அதான் பாட்டி சொல்றான். Thank you பாட்டி. பாடலாத்ரி நரசிம்மர் red I think supposed to be, whoever is an expert in Sanskrit, supposed to be red form because he showed up after finishing the vadam. Thank you. And it's one of the 108 Divya blessings. Oh, Panagam. Panagam also. என்ன நீங்க ஏதோ சொல்ல வந்தீங்க சங்கீதா?
நான் என்ன சொன்னேன்னா you said
Madapalli culture is good.
USல வந்து of all the temple there is only one temple, Pomona-la இருக்கிற ஸ்ரீ ரங்கநாத சுவாமி temple.
Awesome.
They follow strict Vaishnavati and they have Madapalli. No one is allowed. Every priest and the priest's wife, they have to wear 9 yards, Panchakacham, and there are limitations. எப்படி நம்ம வந்து ஸ்ரீரங்கத்துலலாம் இது இருக்கோ, so they follow the strict
வந்து அந்த டாட்டு போட்டுறாங்க. அது போட்டுட்டா தான் you are allowed
பஞ்ச சம்ஸ்காரம்.
The Madapalli Tattu in a 9 yards and Panchakacham. Otherwise you are not allowed.
You're not allowed.
And the food is free. Like whoever comes food, they are fed.
Where is this temple?
Pomona in New York.
New York.
It's not just the food. I like their concept.
யதாசக்தி மாதிரி நீ
யதாசக்தி.
ஒண்ணு பணத்தை போட ஆனா சாப்பாடு உண்டு.
இல்ல the food ன்னு இல்ல, அவ சர்வீஸே வந்து
Archana also is not everything is
the service itself is yatashakti tato bhakti. So they don't demand anything. Even you do an archana, அவ வந்து you offer, that's it. They won't demand.
Okay.
So that's the concept.
என்னோட timer ஓடி.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
So anyway, I wanted to share one more thing about this temple. Again, very I found that it's one of the very oldest authentic temples still run according to legacy. Tirukovalur also, I felt the same way. Tirukovalur temple in this one. Please do visit. I want to share a very small story that happened to me outside this temple. So my daughter and I, we visited Chennai 2-3 years ago. We both just went together. The boys didn't want to come, so we both went, and Shreya and I were going from Chennai to Kanchipuram. So on the way we stopped at this temple, and we are rushing because there is also so many other in the Agraharam there is another Perumal temple, there is a Madam. So we made so many visits, we were so late. We thought they're going to close the temple. We were rushing. And on the street there was a very old lady, she must be 85-90, selling bangles, glass bangles. And I love glass bangles. And I was taking my daughter, so I thought I will get her the glass bangles. And we went and started asking her how much it is. We could tell that lady was so feeble, and it was 12 o'clock in the hot sun she was sitting. So I told her, we both showed our hands, she filled the bangles for both of us. Then whatever was left, I said, how much is it worth? She said 500 rupees. So I gave her the money. I said, Paati, நீங்க வீட்டுக்கு போய் தூங்குங்க. அப்புறம் சாயங்காலமா வந்து வீங்கன்னு she left. So then after that we did the darshan. Then we went to Kanchipuram. I think I shared this story with you, Sangeeta, before. Then I went to Kanchipuram. And apparently the day before that day was Adipuram. So we went in summer. So we went the next day after Adipuram. We went to Kamakshi Amman temple, had a darshan, and we don't know the priest, I don't know anyone. I was in the prakaram, I was standing there. Some special puja had finished, so the Gurukul was coming out. He said, Mami, நீங்க வந்து இப்பதான் வந்தேடா என்னமோ. He asked me, he said, இங்க தான் இருக்கு, நீங்க வர முடியுமான்னு கேட்டார். அதுக்கு என்ன வரேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு just outside the temple in the prakaram அவளோட வீடு இருந்தது. The priest house was there. So we went inside, and apparently it is some tradition for them to give vettalapaakku. For me and my daughter, that priest's wife they are the head priest of the Kamakshi Amman temple. இவ்வளோ பெரிய பேக் ஃபுல்லாக glass bangles that was on Kamakshi Amman the previous day, and we got 2 big bags of valayal and a pattu saree for me and my daughter. Can you believe it? I'm getting goosebumps saying that. So we were shocked. I didn't know it was Adipuram the previous day. It happened like magic. And when I think of Singaperumal, I always think of that story that happened. I know my timer went off. The next one, I just wanted to share this. Also, Narasimha temple, I've never been there. And this one is in Sholinganallur. Again, there are 2 different shrines, one for Anjaneya and one for Narasimha. And apparently Anjaneya was sent by Rama, that's what our tradition and legend says, by Rama to go to Sholinganallur to protect the rishis from the asuras. And it is believed to be very sacred. And both Nanganallur and Sholinganallur still date, according to Sri Kanchi Paramacharya, there are still sages in penance. You cannot see them. That is why Nanganallur became so popular like overnight with all these temples, and same with Sholinganallur. Apparently there are a lot of sages who are still performing, again part of one Noid Divyadesha. The last slide I included was about Adivaraha Swami temple. This is the song I sang today from Sri Dikshita's composition. When I was searching for Narasimha song, I didn't find anything, or I'd never heard anything before like I could sing. But this one I have heard before, so I thought I will try today. The reason I shared this is a very, very ancient temple in Kalladakurchi in Tirunelveli. It is on the banks of Tamrabarni. And in the song, Dikshidhar denotes that Kubera Pratishtitam. So which means Lord Kubera installed the idol. Actually, when I read about it in Wikipedia, everywhere it says Kubera had installed the idol, but it is a record from Dikshidhar that he actually registered that it was an idol that was installed by Lord Kubera, and it is on the river of Tamrabarni. And the way Dikshidhar had created the Madhyama Kala, it will be like a wave. So it will be like a wave when you sing it. So I thought I will share. It's a very, very old temple. And another connection for me with this Kalladakurchi is I follow this YouTube channel called Agrahara Recipe. Whenever I feel homesick, I will see that. That mommy who comes in that, she is from this Agraharam in Kalladakurchi. So I have heard about this temple from her. So they are a very, very good channel. If you want recipes, you can go look at Agrahara Recipe. But very old Varaha Swami temple. Very few Varaha Swami temple. I don't know if we ever seen Varaha Murti as a main deity in any temple. So it's Adi Varaha temple. If you happen to be in Tirunelveli, do visit. Thank you.
Thank you.